Hello, everyone, and welcome to D Network Trading. In today's video, I'm going to be going over something that's very important that you need to know as a beginner trader, especially, but any trader regardless. You need to have a trading checklist. I cannot stress this enough. All right. And we're going to actually be going over the trade that I looked at today, and I didn't end up taking it because it went against my trading plan. So let's get into it. So I got onto Bitcoin this morning, right? And I saw that we had a huge sell-off overnight, and I did my usual. I got onto TradingView. I did what I usually would do, marking my support, my resistance levels, my support levels, right? And I said to myself, okay, so we're obviously going to sell, right? Of course. I dropped down to my 4-hour time frame. I see what's going on here. Excuse me. Now, mind you, this was around 7 a.m., right? This was around 7 a.m. and I saw this candle here, this green candlestick right here. So remember, it was a downtrend on the daily time frame. I go to my 4-hour and I see that price, if you can see over here, price is underneath my green support level, which if you don't know how to read indicators, that basically means that price is oversold. Okay? Price is oversold and it needs to buy up. I dropped down to my 1-hour time frame and I saw again, price was oversold. It sold so much that now it's time to buy, right? It was selling too much and it needed to correct itself, all right? So I came in around 8 a.m. It was like 7:45, 8 a.m., right? And I saw that price stopped, okay? Price closed here at this level. And at the time, that was not there. So it just looked like this. All right. And I said to myself, okay, well, obviously I'm looking for the sell. So I'm gonna want to sell somewhere around here, which it did do. Or here. Okay. However, I said, but you know what? This would be a good opportunity to buy. Right? This is a good opportunity to buy. So I could buy too and trade against the trend. Now, I went to my entry time frame to wait for that lower high, and I just was not confident in the trade. I was not confident in the trade. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I just won't trade today. But look what it did. You know I would have took partials at the very least. But look how close it came to my TP. I mean, we're talking about like 20 pips off from where I had intended for it to go. Truthfully, I should have had it here because, we choose our parameters based off of previous structure and price was closing here. So we knew it was going to try and come back up there at least. And then guess what it did? It went to sell off like how I had planned for it to earlier in the day. Why do I say this? Because every trader needs to have a checklist of what trade they want to get into and what that looks like for them. Regardless of the fact that you have your ideal setups and all these things, regardless of the fact that the trade would have hit my TP, I would have definitely made money today, but I didn't enter in because I was not sure. All right. So number one in your trade checklist, you absolutely need to identify your higher time frame trend. The second thing you need to do is drop down to a lower time frame to see where your candles are. Is it high or is it low? If it's high and it's a downtrend on the higher time frame, you're going to want to sell. But if you are in a uptrend on the higher time frame and price is high, do you really want to buy? Right? Stick to your principles. Oh. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in Atlanta. I'm so used to it. And I was like, oh, wait, I'm recording. My apologies. All right. So my cousin really calls it Gotham City. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Right. So number one, identify your higher time frame trend. Number two, what is my lower time frame showing me? Where are those candles? Are they high or low? And number three, your entry time frame. What's going on in the entry time frame? Is it making structure that supports what your bias is? Okay? And or is it the time to get in now, here and now at this very moment for whatever your bias is? Or is it best to wait and either set a pending order or an alert? Okay? So with that being said, you guys, that's all I have for you today. Very, very simple, very, very easy, but very, very underrated. I don't think a lot of people have an intentional checklist that they utilize to enhance their trading experience. And that's what this is for you. All right. So, with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for your time and support. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.